So do you expect places to hold budgets?
At the moment, yes. Yes, through what usually, I mean, where, you know, again at local level I'm working is through their ICP structure. That's where the discussion's taking place. So their integrated care partnership would be seen as an integrated commissioning and provider function. So yes.
Yeah. Okay. And what might fall within that budget? Is that still to be determined?
So what's in, what's out, I think goes back to the kind of earned autonomy model. So that if the vision and the architecture for delivery is well understood, and the ICS is confident that that commissioning function can be placed safely at local place level, then it would follow. If they're not, then I don't think that'll happen. I think that's the fallback position, is things would move further up into ICS level.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of our audience are, supplying the NHS at the moment, medicines, devices, technologies, and there's this big question for everyone at the moment of who's going to hold the budget around specific areas. ICS is obviously an area that might happen. PCNs already hold, certain budgetary responsibilities in certain areas. How going forward might these things be determined? Will it just be a case of we'll start at ICS, and then once the places are in place, we'll start to feed a bit down to that level, and then if they're using PCNs in certain ways, then they'll delegate it that way? Or is it going to be just a bit more of a Wild West situation?
I think realistically, I think it will be more driven down through the ICS, so that once they are aware of how robust arrangements are, both in terms of delivery and decision making and governance within place, then there's more likely for that process of subsidiarity and decision making to move down. One of the things that I think that we shouldn't forget is councils have been used far more than the NHS has for procurement. If you looked at value for money exercises that were around 20 years ago, and that thing around councils being used to dealing with those issues, we haven't had that in health.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm picking up that the bit around budgets is it'll be kind of thought through as to who is the best person or the best organisation to use that. So you wouldn't be given a budget at place level if you couldn't influence the impact on that or the spend on it. Would that be fair?
No, I think that's right. I do think that's reasonable, and I think for a lot of the people who you're working with as a company, I mean, they would want some assurance that there's a robust excuse me, there's a robustness to the way those decisions are being made. And I think, but if you kept it up at a certain level, there is a danger that the same arrangements will always just roll over incrementally, rather than actually thinking, well, actually, here's a real opportunity to do something quite different, that there might be a different market offer from suppliers, because actually the model's changing